I started playing guitar when I was 10, which was in the 80s, and I actually wanted to play drums. But I don't know why. I had a friend of mine that was going to a guitar teacher, and he went like, "Oh yeah, come with me." And I just went to do a lesson. That was it. Till today, I don't know why I went to, And that's it. And I started to. The first year, I already was playing some Beatles tunes and stuff. And then after a year, I started to get into jazz. So I always, I guess from the age of 11 till now, I've been playing. I was involved in playing jazz and rock and pop and funk and everything. I was doing studio work since I'm really, really young. I started to do sessions for people when I was 13 or 14, so I got used to the studio environment early on. And that's it. I moved to New York when I was 24 in '96. And that's it. I've been in New York since.
And how did you get into playing in the scene in New York?
I got into the scene in New York. I guess it works different it's very individual for everybody. I just went to jam sessions. At the time, there was a lot more jam sessions there than now, unfortunately, in New York. But at the time, there was a lot of stuff going on, so I used to go to those jam sessions, whether if it was a rock jam session, like a funk R&B jam session, or just a jazz jam sessions, like at Smalls, or places like that. It used to be Augie's on the Upper West Side. You started to meet people, That's usually how it worked. And I met a really good bass player named Frank Canino in one of those, it was his birthday party for a drummer in New York, and it was kind of a jam, and I went to sit in, and he sat in, and he kind of got me, I was like, oh, you can play some blues and stuff. So he called me. He was playing at a club called La Barbette. It was in Midtown, really great club. It used to actually be a really famous studio before that. And I sat in with the band, and the owner, the guy that was booking at the time at the club, for some reason liked my playing, and he started to call me to sit in with bands at that club, because it was at the time it was a pretty big club and there were some really good bands, and I started to go and sit in there. So that's how I met some people there, and then he actually gave me a monthly gig at La Barbette that was paying, which is outrageous. So I was able to every month call musicians that I wanted to play with in New York to do my gig, And that was kind of the beginning of my band also. That's kind of how it started.